video you'll only see on Local 10 News. A 12-year-old boy collapses moments after police say he was abducted, raped, and then shot. The attack happened early Saturday morning.
And while that boy recovers in the hospital, investigators are on the hunt for who did this. And Local 10's Terrell Fournay is live in Northwest Miami-Dade with this safety alert. Terrell, just awful.
And this story is just disturbing on just about every level you can imagine. But this is the market where that boy literally collapsed as bystanders rushed in, called 911 to do what they could to save this 12-year-old. We've blurred his face because of the sensitive nature of the crime, but you can clearly see the moment when a critically injured 12-year-old boy collapses to the ground after enduring a terrifying and brutal ordeal.
But I only saw him. He was screaming, "Help, somebody help me, please, please, please." So I bring him to the store where they could call the police for him, you know.
This Good Samaritan, who only wants to go by his first name, Johnny, is actually seen on that surveillance video on a bike escorting the bleeding boy to the Foodland Market at Northwest 47th Street and 37th Avenue. This was early Saturday morning in the overnight hours.
He was conscious. He fell on the sidewalk, and he said he had been shot. That was all I know.
Police tell Local 10 earlier that morning the child was walking near Northwest 47th Terrace and 30th Avenue when he was abducted, forced into a black four-door sedan. The 12-year-old boy told detectives he was then sexually assaulted by the man and then shot before being pushed out of that car around Northwest 45th Street and 31st Avenue. As the boy stumbled away for help, this is when he apparently encountered Johnny. What else was he saying?
Help, help. He was just screaming, "Help, help." He was calling at everybody gate around the corner there. So I brought him. I say, "Well, follow me to the store." You know, I didn't have a phone.
The surveillance video shows witnesses calling 911 and giving the boy a bottled water. Moments later, police and paramedics are seen arriving to that corner store. One officer helps the child to a gurney before he is whisked away to the hospital.
When they told me it was a little boy, that's awful. It's like, but that's sick. You know, so whoever did it, they just need to just turn themselves in. You know, because that's not right. That's not right. He's a child. Like, you don't do that.
And a child who collapsed right here, we understand, is in critical condition in the hospital. This is now a major investigation by the Miami-Dade Police Department. They are searching for a suspect described as a tall Hispanic man with long curly hair, about 30 to 40 years old. He was last seen again driving a black sedan. Detectives desperately trying to find this individual to arrest him. Reporting live from Northwest Miami-Dade, I'm Terrell Fournay, Local 10 News.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your boy Faxx only, and this shit is just getting more and more crazy. First and foremost, I gotta say, I hope the young boy is alright. I hope that he gets the counseling and the medical help that he needs, because this is just traumatic. To be assaulted, to be shot, to be abducted. Oh my God, this world is just getting more and more crazy. And to the sicko that abducted him, allegedly there's been an update that they caught the person who did this to him. He's gonna get his karma in jail. You know what happens to people, especially people that do crimes against children, what happens to them in jail, right? It speaks for itself. But this whole situation is just crazy. I feel so bad that this had to happen to the kid. But when I was watching the video, the two dudes were just standing there, right? So the dude is collapsed. You know, the kid is collapsed. He's on the floor. He's bleeding. And the two dudes seem like they couldn't care less. They're just looking at the kid. You see one dude on the phone. Now, the dude on the phone, allegedly, he was calling the police or whatever. But it seemed like they didn't care the fact that there was a child in front of them that just got assaulted, is bleeding, and is just laying on the floor. The thing is, though, I don't mean to stereotype, but this is Florida. This probably happens a lot more than this being reported. And they're in the hood too. So they're probably seeing something like this almost every other day. Like, this isn't news to them. They're desensitized to it. They're in the hood. I mean, it's really sad to see, like, you seeing two grown adults just looking at the child like the child wasn't even there. But unfortunately, things like this happen in this world all the time. So again, if you have siblings, someone you care about, make sure you keep tabs on them. GPS trackers on them. I know they have like kids watches and certain other things. Maybe you don't want your child to have a phone, but there's GPS tracking units that you can have that are disguised as watches or some sort of accessory that the kid can wear. um Keep an eye on your kids, yo. And there's some sick people in this world. This kid was literally abducted and then assaulted and then shot. Poor child. My prayers go out to the child, his family. Again, if you see something, say something. Luckily, this child made it out alive, but I'm hoping that he gets the therapy, the counseling, and the medical attention that he needs, because this is truly a sad story. I wouldn't wish this upon anybody. And to the individual that did this to this child, I hope he's gonna get what's coming to him in jail. Let's just leave it at that. But it's your boy Faxx Only. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out.